Good morning. How you guys doing? This Mike back with the thought of the day on September 26, 2023. First, I want to give honor and praise to the Elohim of Israel for giving me the strength and the wisdom to bring you this message. Then I'd like to open with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Today, I want to talk about the progression of alcoholism. The progression of alcoholism. The disease of alcoholism is very progressive, and it progresses fast. And once you get to a certain point, it doesn't stop. I'm gonna read you a story out of the big book that changed my life in terms of progression and a personal experience I went through that let me know that the progression was real. This story can be found in the More About Alcoholism chapter in the AA Big Book, and this particular story really opened my eyes. It was a man of 30 was doing a great deal of spree drinking. He was very nervous in the morning after these bouts and quieted himself with more liquor. He was ambitious to succeed in business, but saw that he would get nowhere if he drank at all. Once he started, he had no control whatever. He made up his mind that until he had been successful in business and retired, he would not touch another drop. An exceptional man, he remained bone dry for 25 years and retired at the age of 55. After a successful and happy business career, then he fell victim to the belief, which practically every alcoholic has, that his long period of sobriety and self-discipline had qualified him to drink as other men. Out came his carpet slippers and a bottle. In 2 months, he was in the hospital, puzzled and humiliated. He tried to regulate his drinking for a while, making several trips to the hospital meantime. Then, gathering all his forces, he attempted to stop altogether and found he could not. Every means of solving his problem which money could buy was at his disposal. Every attempt failed. Though a robust man at retirement, he went to pieces quickly and was dead within 4 years. This case contains a powerful lesson. Most of us have believed that if we remain sober for a long stretch, we could thereafter drink normally. But here is a man who, at 55 years, found he was just where he had left off at 30. We have seen the truth demonstrated again and again. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. Commencing to drink after a period of sobriety, we are in a short term as bad as ever. If we are planning to stop drinking, there must be no reservation of any kind, nor any lurking notion that someday we will be immune to alcohol. So this guy stopped drinking at 30 and waited 25 years to pick up another drink. That's when I knew this was real. The alcohol progressed in his body even when he wasn't drinking. So when he started drinking at 55, he immediately picked up, and the drinking increased. And it increased quickly. We would think in our minds anything that we stopped for 25 years, we'd be able to start back without having that much damage, but not alcohol. It's a very cunning, baffling disease, and no matter how long you put the bottle down, when you pick it back up, it comes back strong. And I remember being in rehab the first time. At that time, I was drinking a pint a day, and I didn't take it serious. I compared myself out. I said I didn't belong here, and there was a tech there named Chris, and Chris was rocking the chair in a group, and he was getting on my nerves. And I said, Chris, why you keep rocking that chair? And Chris said, I'm saving this seat for you because you ain't do nothing while you was here. And when you come back, you're going to be drinking twice as much. And I laughed at Chris and said, man, I ain't never coming back here. When I returned to that rehab 4 years later, I was drinking a fifth a day. So Chris was right. I in turn doubled the amount that I was drinking as the alcohol progressed, which lets me to understand if I go pick up again, in due time I'll be drinking a half gallon a day. That's how this thing goes. It never stops. We never get better. We never go the opposite direction. We only get worse. So that's a lesson to anybody out there that has put down the bottle. Please don't pick it back up, because the progression of alcoholism is a very serious thing. This brother Mike, enjoy your day. Shalom.